cause controversy in the NRL world, brother. And him not there.
Look here.
Brother.
Yeah, we should really have a show.
I won't say I'm gonna lose tonight, tomorrow morning.
We should really post something called bloopers at the end of the year. For them sit up before when Xavier just press the recording button and don't tell nobody. Everything just go on record before. You know? And like that, ladies and gentlemen, boys, girls, two people.
People of all colors.
Welcome to another episode of Rugby's Corner. Tonight, one of the hosts, we have Xavier the Doctor, and yes, people, his last name is Doctor. We have Stefan Lowndes, the man who still and will never ever stop supporting Bulldogs. I don't know why. It's just we can't fight him, Pete. At least better than supporting Warriors. That they're on a suicide.
Damn right. Damn right.
Look here.
We're short.
Alone, leave Bulldogs, At least Bulldogs now get no wooden spoon. As far as me see, when I get a wooden spoon, so alright, it's an achievement.
And so tonight we don't have Dario Dowie, the one that acts innocent, behave like same now, but woman, I will know same at 50. And Rajiv, the beard, in the debut because the belly, I'm try to lose the belly fat. I am your host. Daniel, Graham, the dark one. Tonight shall be a very wonderful night, or today, whenever you're watching this. We're speaking on such wonderful topics as we did the roundup of NTC round. Was it round 7 or round 6?
I believe so. It was round 7.
Round 7 or 6. I'm not sure. I don't want somebody come text and say, "Oh, I give misinformation again." You see me? I look for the controversy.
Hold on. We just going to correct it just so such people don't go. Yeah, but it was round 6.
All right. We're doing a review of NCC round 6. We're also looking at the controversy that is stirring up in the land down under. Between the
Seabirds,
the Manly Sea Eagles, and the LGBTQ plus community, and the development of rugby in Jamaica, not rugby league, not rugby union, but overall development of rugby in Jamaica, where it's coming from, where it is now, and where we'd like it to go in the future. So we'll start off with NCC review. So we had three games played Saturday. We had Portmore Eliminators versus Denhamtown Hyenas. Spanish Town Vikings played Ligani Dragons, and the Washington Boulevard Bulls played the Young Groks Academy. Doc, since you are here and your team played on Saturday versus Vikings, I'd like to hear your views on the match, how the match went. Who was the man of the match on your team for you, who played best? Who you think overall was the man of the match for both teams? And, insight on how the referees ref and understanding of the game and how it felt, the pace of the game.
All right, let me put my petty meter down a little bit. Let me salt at the beach, yeah, man. Mm-hmm. All right, so match ended.
It is brother.
Man, shut up now, Lowndes. Shut up. Sure. Anyways, before I was rudely interrupted. Match ended 14 points to Spanish Town Vikings to the Dragons 22. It was a very physical encounter between both teams. Most of these Vikings dominated most of the hard-hitting tackles. A lot of rain fell, not as much as over by Portmore, of course. Really and truly, the match was... It left a sour taste in my mouth because of what happened during the last few minutes where I had...
Wait, rainfall at Portmore?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Allows working park. allowance working parchment paper. The parchment where
Somebody I use.
the parchment where allowance work for the NSW, it could come back around.
Man, got update the Portmore app.
Parchment.
But yeah, man, continue that. Why?
Brother, ease yourself, man. Parchment paper work, man. You know, since Sea Eagles are crumbling on themselves at as free green in there. But anyway,
We don't reach so far yet, man. We'll finish the review of NCC.
Man, the man just want to get under Dario's skin so badly.
Hey, no getting under no man's skin right now. The Seabirds and that topic.
It was a good encounter. I will say this, despite the debacle of what happened with a specific player. Now I call him name because I'm not really doing this thing when I call out people. But you know himself if you watch this. It was a good overall performance from the young youth. The best performance so far, although we should never lose a match again. But, you know, I really don't like to pick on this gentleman. You know, but, you know, say Adrian really and truly, one of them there. The man get attacked so bad that not even the hospital can go save him. This man just refused to shut up. I'm not talking about shut up in a one good way, you know. The man just did a ying in a Peter ears the whole match. I just did it, and Peter just did it. Just I listen to him. I just did it. I say, yo, you know, say this I give me some PTSD flashbacks from a certain match against Exed.
Boy, everything there PTSD versus
No. You know exactly why I get PTSD. If you pick up 60 odd points and just try just a run in like there's no tomorrow, like a merry-go-round and a free party shot, brother. I mean, I must get PTSD. But anyways, I digress. My personal pick for man of the match has to go to Mr. Tajay Lynch. The man really played one of his best games. He's been pretty much on our best performance so far.
So hold on. This is the man of the match for your.
Yeah, for my team.
Okay.
Yeah, for Vikings. I think the only gripe that he really had was that he was a bit unselfish, unlike most centers in rugby league, as he had broken the line 5 times past the ball when he should have probably stepped or scored. But you know, it's neither here nor there.
You said Lynch played center. So who were the two halves?
No, I had Lynch as a roaming 6. Pretty much the Tom Trouble of it throughout my game.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
but I will say this though. We get some late tackle in that match, you know, brother. Brother, ball pass about 5 seconds ago, and I still get hit in my head. The one Kenyan, I said, what a man for can late tackle. But you know, it's neither here nor there. Really and truly, I'm not really sure who I can give man the best performance for Dragons team. I suppose the forward will wear the number 3 jersey. I mean, he scored 2 tries, so I mean, props to him. But yeah, I mean, decent enough encounter. Dragons with them, what, 2nd win?
I believe so. I would believe so. So wait, going back to Lynch.
And them 2nd win throughout the entire season.
Yeah.
So going back to Lynch.
Yeah.
Damn.
His first time playing as a 6, correct?
I believe so, yes. In league, that is.
Yeah, we're not talking about Union. Well, speaking about that, was Union or league that Tajay learned to play first?
I believe he started out with Union, yes, and then he transitioned into league because I believe Scott was his coach throughout his years at St. Catherine. Yeah.
So as a 6, how did he play? How did he perform as a 6, being it that it's his first time playing as a 6?
I mean, really and truly, he really did take control of his side of the field. He listened when he needed to pass the ball. I mean, he did a few things that not really I would do, but then again, I'm not a flashy player. I keep things simple on the deck, you see me? But as a 6, he really controlled the game. He called for the ball when he needed to, follow the instructions that I gave him. And it was really just a decent performance from him. Just needed a bit more composure upon to finish them. But apart from that, it was probably a 9 out of 10 performance.
All right, so in the past 5 games or 6 games that I've watched or that you've played, I've realized that your Spanish Town used a different combination in the halves. You being used as a six preemptively, and then he got moved to 7 for Saturday's game. Going into the game against the Unicorn Red Sharks this Saturday, do you think that your Spanish Town will be sticking with the pairing of you and Lynch?
I believe that we will maintain that pairing there because at this point in time, we don't really want to be moving too many pieces so far. I mean, most of the pieces that we've made is mostly due to either a player not turning up or we just have to make a preemptive decision for just start somebody else. But we're trying to keep the same spine because I realize, and most of the senior guys and realize, me, Rajiv, realize, say, yo, I move so many players each time in the spine, it's detrimental. I think the one thing really I kill with is that we don't have a sustainable 9 because each week the 9 keeps on being changed. Because the 9 was started the season with, and decides him no want to play 9 no more, he want to go forward. And then the other one injured for the season. And then, all the way at work and things, So kind of rough, but we're trying to work around it as best as possible.
All right. So coming up, you being the captain of Spanish Town, seeing that you have Unicorn Red Sharks, they have won 5 of 5 games so far. Strong team, strong pack, strong. What is the game plan into that game on Saturday?
I mean, I've spoken to the lads. I mean, obviously, most of them, they're pretty pumped to be playing the best team in the competition. I mean, as much as this might be a surprise to some people, I mean, they do respect the Sharks for what they've accomplished. And they are the hallmark of what to be a rugby league team in Jamaica as of right now. Truth be told, I mean, what we're trying to attempt to do, I'm not going to say that we're just going to go into the match overconfident because we played our best match against Dragons. It's still going to be a tough encounter no matter who is on that Sharks pitch. But really and truly, we're just trying to continue where we left off against Dragons, complete with sets, keep a composure, make the tackles when they count, and just try to enjoy the game as much as I realize a lot of these guys, they might try to take the game a bit too seriously. And that's not to say you shouldn't, but you're supposed to have fun with the game. If you're too serious in a match, what's the point,
All right. So going to the Bulls versus Young Crocs, Mr. Lowndes, since you're the infiltrator that we have into the Bulls. Could you give us a roundup of from the defense? I look all the way up people in the fence to know what go on.
Judas.
I'm gone.
What? Anybody disappear? All right, you forward back.
So you can give you a roundup of how the match went from your side of the fence.
What? Where's it?
Clouds.
Where's it? Yes.
You are
Hold
round
on,
up.
hold on.
We are talking. We are there.
Brian, I can't hear Flo give me an issue, brother.
Chad.
Flo and them shit, boy. Yeah. I fight with Flo, brother.
All right. So, like I said, being that you are being that you're a part of the Washington Bulls team, it can give you a roundup of how the match went. I don't know if it's there the match, but it can give you a roundup of how the match went, being that you're in the camp, so they're supposed to talk about how the match went and you the ins and outs, because as far as I heard that the team and there were players. I'm so sorry. We forgot that Saturday was the first NCC under 19 games. It was at first it's just started this season.
Okay. So
inaugural teams are inaugural games that played on Saturday were Washington Bulls versus Ligoni Dragons under 19 team and St. Thomas versus Portmore. Portmore won their game, and I'm not sure how the first match went, but I think that Bulls won.
Yeah, I think when I went to the match, I wasn't sure of the score, but it seemed clear to me that Bulls was winning the match.
yeah. So I want to say a shout out to the under 19 guys who are coming out to say how they want to play some rugby league at the club level, and this is a good development strategy for get the youths them playing under 19 club level, and then them can get filter into them senior squad to play into NCC itself. But back to you, Lows.
Alright. What me say about this? Barrett, me never did that again. Me never met the game. So me never really get to see wow. From my understanding, the game was close. From the score, it was close. Not a lot of things were executed properly. I can't really say I never did it. I never did it. So I can't really say. To be honest, I can't say.
Persons one
I mean, I just go fling up on the spot and I was not there.
Alright, we understand. So for persons watching the game, finished 16 for Young Crocs, 20 for Washington Bulls. Judging by the scoreline, I said it was a close match, but going into halftime, Washington Bulls led Young Crocs 14-0, and it took the last play of the game, or in the final 5 or 10 minutes of the game, for Bulls to snatch the win from Young Crocs. Young Crocs is still developing in league because they were solely union based. They still don't understand the fully ins and out of league as yet. But it was a good game. It was a good game. Well, as far as I have heard, it was a good game, and Dario is not here to tell us how Portmore versus Hyenas went. But
me can't tell you how that go.
Well, if they can tell us, they can give us
Man, share your insight, Nostradamus.
So, alright. So, the Portmore game, as I had expected and predicted, I don't think anybody predicted Hyenas to win this match, honestly. They got completely dominated by the Portmore team. 38 points to 6. And kid you not, Baker was the least effective of the entire team. Can tell you that much. It was a complete downpour of rain. And from the clips I saw, the young youth then run Hyenas to wreck. So then say Lynch combat that is never Lynch, Blacks. Come back. He get run over almost a couple times well from Morant and the rest of man them. But it wasn't even just the power of the pack that was surprising to me. It's how effective some of them, the younger, faster players, them just take the ball and run directly to the line. They showed no fear, and I think we have to give a lot of credit to them. Played against them, we lost. And played JDF. And the man them just get stuck into them tackles them. So I have to commend them for that. I will say this, however, Hyenas must be completely disappointed with how the season has gone so far because they started the season with so much optimism. This is why I say do not follow anything that plays in a nice competition because when 13 start is a different ball game. But I digress.
Was that shade, Mr. Doc?
No, it's not. It's not really shade, but really and truly, I mean, throughout rugby league,
hint of shade.
It's not
a hint of shade.
It's not a hint of shade. It's no shade at all. If a man want to take shade, I'm make my bone go up in business that I don't really care. But anyways,
Jesus, why you purpose they try to get your bounty up?
Sorry,
them like you want a bounty for it.
Sir, them already out to me. It don't really make a difference.
Well, it was a wonderful weekend of rugby, and we shall have another wonderful weekend of rugby this weekend. We have Ligani Dragons playing Portmore at Cedar Grove. Other two games will play upward champs, which will be the first game will be Spanish Vikings versus the Haney Park Red Sharks at 2 p.m. and JDF Warriors taking on Denhamtown Western Hyenas at 4 p.m.
I do believe that the females will be playing their first match at 1 p.m. The Reds versus Blues. We believe that will be played at Upper Camp as well at 1 p.m.
What? Even better. See, another wonderful thing, the starting of female rugby a female rugby club competition starting. Yeah, it was still using the red.
Really? That's awesome.
Yep.
We're still using the reds and blues from POR, but that's until everybody can sort out themselves and start getting their female teams ready. So 1 o'clock come out.
Well,
It'll be a wonderful day. All right. Now that we're finished with NCC, may we get to the meat of the matter. No homo.
yes.
I mean,
Yes. Really? Really?
oh yeah,
Really, Virgo?
oh yeah,
Really, Virgo?
oh,
Just
yeah,
like that?
just like that.
Just like that? All right.
So
Wow.
over the weekend, the
Mhm.
Manly Sea Eagles unveiled
Seabirds. The
no, no,
seabirds.
no.
Seabirds.
Hey, let's
Seabirds.
Hey, keep it. Oh, look here. Keep this something respectful and stop it. And why not disrespect Uncle? Relax.
Wait, no, don't do that. Don't do that either. Don't do that. Either. Don't overstep when I talk. Wait,
I'm sorry. Oh,
sorry.
Basata. Sorry.
Over the weekend, the Manly Sea Eagles, too loud. Sorry. The Manly Sea Eagles unveiled their jersey that they were playing in this week of rugby league to show inclusiveness and that rugby league is for everyone, no matter your race, color, gender, or your orientation. And
Sexuality.
no, when the orientation, everybody's supposed to understand. 7 players.
No, so you have to be more specific because remember, say you have all multi-genders now, not just
No.
male and female.
All right. Let's make one thing clear here at Ruggers Corner. And when we do these podcasts, you see if you can specify or use half of your brain, this is not for you. Simple. Now specify nothing to nobody.
Yeah, so they made their pride jersey. They had their pride jersey made, and 7 Pacific Islanders said that they will not participate or wear the jersey to play in that match because it's against their religion and their culture, and they do not feel comfortable in wearing this jersey. They were not the club did not discuss with them or discuss with anybody that they're making a pride jersey, and they chose to boycott it. No, as a club and as an organization, that looks horrible because yes, you want to show inclusiveness to the world, but you can't be inclusive when including the men who have religious rights and cultural beliefs. And you see me? That doesn't make no sense. So in that regime, I do agree with Lone Scarlett because they're not moving like eagles no more. You get me?
You know, really and truly.
It's been a whole issue in Australia. It's been such a whole issue in Australia that
It's not just Australia. It's not just Australia.
well, it's been such a big issue in the rugby league world that everybody has forgotten that this week is the week to celebrate women playing rugby.
Aye, there we go. Here we go.
And it took the Knights, the Newcastle Knights, putting on, well, making a post on Instagram for people to remember that it was the week to celebrate women in rugby league. Funny enough, they used the Jamaican winger they had to show the jersey that shows the appreciation of women playing rugby league. So let us discuss the, men wanting to come out and not stay into them closets.
All right. Let me say this. All right. Cool. Because this smells and reeks of an Israel fellow situation. This smells of everything that went down with his whole bashing of gays and both them are burning in hell. Look here. I will agree to disagree that maybe his statements came off a bit aggressive, maybe. Although we hear at Ruggers Corner and controversial topics, as Virgo will tell you, preach violence educationally, of course. But
Hey, don't tell lie. Don't tell a lie for me. Violence preaching all type of man, brother. You know,
big man, please shut up. Anyways.
Violence is not violence is inclusive. Violence don't discriminate. Violence does not discriminate.
Are you the Batman or are you the Batman? Which one?
Yeah, Batman, but I'm just saying. Violence does not discriminate.
While I agree,
anybody can get it.
While I agree that Israel follows statements as a bit derogatory and maybe it's preaching violence to a different extreme, it's not as if this man is asking for you all to be purged from the world like a certain German dictator did all those years ago. Furthermore, why is it that everybody is just forgetting the main thing that we humans are also blessed with? Called an opinion. And I don't have to agree with you. And this is where a lot of these LGBT activists start to lose me, as the video that Virgo had sent to me, which I will at least post a link to in the description, kind of, it loses me a bit. Because last I checked, they're all given the right to do something. Yet still, as soon as the 7 players have boycotted these jerseys, when they were given no intentions or no advice saying, oh, you guys are going to be playing in this colorful jersey this week, and conflicts with their self-interest, would they not have the right to say, we're not going to agree to this? This is not like in cricket where them take the South African former captain, wicketkeeper, talk about how the man don't believe in a black people and have the man a kiss ass for staying at the team now. Right about now, if the man they want to left rugby league because it's foolishness. And then this biggest argument that about, oh, if they can be playing in a team with a domestic abuser, they should be fine with wearing a pride jersey. Do you idiots hear yourselves? The entire Burgess family have an entire controversy with them and beat them woman. And I don't say nobody but an I. Australia has been linked with domestic abuse players in a rugby league, and yet still, as soon as, oh, we don't want to wear your pride jersey, oh, that becomes an issue. No, it was never an issue before. Right, yo, it's like everything with them people is just some agenda. You can never use logic at all with them people and them agree with it. If you don't agree with us, oh, screw you. You're a bastard. You're a bigot.
Yep.
And the worst part about it is a bunch of Twitter fans who have never been sports people. That's the biggest thing for me. A bunch of Twitter fans who have no sense. All them do is watch rugby league from their TV and cuss off referee. No sense to me, brother. None at all. I'm not judge a guy for what I want to do. And all this thing about, oh, players are going to be afraid to come out of the closet. Who gives a shit?
Funny.
Who really cares if you don't want to come out of the closet? Nobody cares if you want to come out of the closet, really and truly.
All of them shite there. So it is.
We live in our world, Zine, where gays have almost more rights than a straight man. Because right about now, if a gay get light on fire and throwing on dumb stuff, I'm sure know say if it's a straight man do it, that man gonna get the death penalty. So I don't see all this nonsense about how people are afraid to come out of the closet. Why you afraid? Why? Because your teammate then go dislike you. For God's sakes, Cooper Crank and Cameron Smith despise each other, and the man is still play for one team for 5 years. Good God. There's all this bullshit about afraid to come out of the closet.
Man.
That bullshit.
The man wanted a safe space, the youth wanted a safe space, and his team wasn't providing a safe space.
That is utter bullshit.
Them choose to stay in and stay back in the closet.
It's utter rubbish, loans, and me and you know that. About safe space. Yeah. First of all, the fact that he doesn't want to reveal who he is makes you come and say, you know, say this sus. But a mole in the team. Who is the mole? Every rugby league team in Australia for now. There's no justice, there's no article, there's no interview where the man black out in face and nothing. It's just he don't no longer wants to come up because. And then Ian Roberts of all person talk about he was always secretly gay and all of a sudden in profit on speaking. Why you never come out of that closet then, fussy? All of a sudden you want to come talk because you comes and can get a few headlines, man.
But I find it disrespectful still. Them are gonna put a pride jersey.
And it is
put a pride jersey for women, for celebrating women.
That's my biggest gripe.
So you are trying to say, them better than the woman them?
No, hold on. Them finally start recognize women in rugby league finally in a rugby league, brother. Despite it being played for almost close to the same amount of time as men's rugby league. And all of this about a goddamn jersey. A jersey will get forgotten about in about 5 months' time. You see me? But something that should be celebrated, women in rugby league. Everybody forget about that because it's an agenda for the gays. We need to defend them. Against what? Because I'm on the one we are jersey for represent you.
Defend what?
Jesus, it's like we have reached the point in human history where the little bit of common sense that was blessed to us goes out the window the minute our agenda starts to come and tickle us. And these are the same idiots. They might same idiot talk about how women are not giving enough pay in sports. Who know the cause of this enough? But maybe I'm just a bigot. Maybe I don't.
I'm tired of it. Brother, the whole way a bigot, because I'm tired of it too. I'm tired of the agenda, brother. They might try to push this narrative for everybody and it's not needed. It's not needed. You get me? I'm tired of the agenda, brother. If we now represent Uno, it's a big deal. And if we have a strong opinion against me not want to support that, is another big deal. We don't want to come jump up, come cancel and this and that because we are this and we are that. Really, nobody not have freedom of speech no more.
Nope.
It's filmed away or nobody else way. Can't go so. And again, as I said, for a set of people I used to ball for equality and all of them, something there, everybody have opinion. Why a straight man can't have an opinion and say, no, I don't want to support that. You must can look in at yourself and say, all right, then cool, I respect your decision. No, them not flex them with it. If you're not roll with you're against it. And that's the big thing now. You see it? And the thing about it is, them have fear. Them give them people too much power too. Because them not want to get cancer. Them afraid to get cancer. Them afraid for can't get no work and all. Them have, as the article say, when me that listen to what Virgo post up, you have to literally bend the knee to them people. You have to kiss them ass. So it for go. Them are regular people like anybody else. Who is them? Who is them? And them stay with them there.
Well, first of all, them is the people that sign their checks.
Fair point.
Them is the
fair
people
point too.
So if the man they move, if them don't want to sign a check in it, that means they're not getting paid.
Boy.
But it
That's sad.
Then now
That's a sad downside to it too.
It then now becomes a conflict of interest because now you are conflicted that.
You know what I find? No, you know what I find the most interesting about this though. Sea Eagle, me convinced Sea Eagles really not make sense. Wasn't Pride Month like about 2-3 months ago?
No, it was last month.
It was last month, right?
So why they never come up with them jerseys?
We can't talk too much sense in them because remember said these people don't deal with common sense, Zin. So no one in the NRL decided, let us all come together and make an agreement where for that one singular month or one singular week or so. We're gonna have 1 week where we just have a pride jersey and blah blah blah. Now so everybody have to agree to it, because we all know the New Zealand Warriors definitely not agree to it. Then again, knowing them kiss so much art, them probably agree to it anyway. But that's neither here nor there.
Jesus.
But yes, is it me alone who find it so amusing, the timing of this jersey? The minute that women in rugby league month and week has started, oh, we're unveiling a Pride Month jersey to support inclusivity to people who can't come out the closet and people who just want to bitch and moan and blah blah blah.
Maybe because
them same one I talk about, they're all for including everybody. Yet still on ready for comes and don't play everything women have done. Interesting.
Them not include everybody. Them only deal with themselves. Them not include everybody. I like that. Them not include everybody.
You know, me
them and them alone.
Sorry for the so-called women supporters of women rugby league. Cause them same one, I see them when I jump on bandwagon to go and defend gay. So at this point,
that too.
It's not defending. It's not the defending. And really defending will upset me. It is the fact that these 7 players have one religious view, one cultural view, and these 7 players are saying, look, this is not a part of our culture and religion. So we're not going to wear this. We don't feel comfortable to wear this, and the fact that we don't talk to you about this, we just say, oh, we're going to wear this. We're just a boycott the game.
The way the backlash shown, you would have hit, you would have swear, the man them a boycott the entire season. Man, them just don't want to play the one game. And you know what will happen now?
Exactly.
7 Polynesian players are going to get extradited, and they might go all start a different club. And I tell you exactly how this go play out. They play out exactly like how Israel Folau Carrier play out. See? As soon as they get unveiled to a new club, you see this big old banner overstaying about gay rights matter and all this bullshit. And it's just going to be so petty. You're just like, yo, like, really?
You have to prepare for that, Xavier, because that's exactly how go on.
No, we all know that go. No, we all know what that go on. And the fact say out this hustler and the skipper who keeps on going missing did have to come out and make public apology to a bag of people. I'm like, bro. But this has
Rainbow Cherry. Rainbow Cherry. Rainbow Cherry after that, You really expect a Rainbow Cherry in the way that?
The man is the captain of the team now. The man, of course, the man go there for the apology session. So.
Of course, man. Rainbow Cherry. Oh.
I don't know what they're trying to imply, Loans, but I'm not going to take part in it, So, tell her that.
Not implying anything.
I promote the lawsuit of defamation of characters where I draw the line.
hey, no, say if Cherry Evans' Instagram page texts you, no, say you can't come to me and we're going to talk about, this is a podcast, no, so you get extradited from the group same time.
Watch out, I've done extradited already, because my picture in the group, so
man, you're not playing a rugby, you're not deserve to get the picture yet, man. Backside, sure.
To me, I have plausible deniability, sir. I do not know anything.
Oh, they don't get extradited. If they don't get extradited, they would have get such team treatment, sir. Anyways.
Hear him. That's why I got pick up 20. Right.
Huh? Pick up 20. What? What?
Right, no worry. No worry.
Yeah, that what Warriors recent match? No, man. We did know so that I gone. But I was Virgo, there's also something else I really need to talk about though.
What? Storm's losing streak?
No, brother, bro, that can't compare to Warriors losing streak. What are you talking about? I am speaking more towards that complete debacle farce of a game that happened in the last 2 minutes in the Tigers versus Cowboys. No.
Hey,
Hold on there, hold on there, hold on there. Hold on. Before we go to the NRA, we'll finish talk about this whole
Is
LGBT
there anything else really
jersey.
for us to say? Because really and truly long, this is just going to end up just like every other podcast we do. People are going to listen to it and people not going to hear.
yeah.
All right then. So let's move on.
Yeah.
That picture right there, I would not touch it. I would not touch it with a 50-foot pole. Leave it as is. Please and thank you.
Hold on,
Try to make,
where's the Virgo?
I would not touch that picture with a 50-foot pole. Leave it as is. Thank you very much.
All right, so you
Because,
don't want to talk about it, don't talk.
no, why we don't want to talk about it? As you said before, if them overrule the call and change the results of and change the results of the
Brother,
match.
there's some me go lose my temper now. This me go lose my temper. But all right, as I say, now we'll touch that one day. We left that for next week.
That's a dirt.
Controversial.
Oh man, yo,
Next
look
week,
here, Loans. I support Warriors for a very long time. And the amount of decision go against my team, I cuss about it till me blue. And you never hear me talk about, oh man, for reverse decision. So the fact that everybody, this entire Twitter fan base and a bag of Tigers fans are going to delude themselves. I going to talk about, oh, we need to get justice for our team. For what? We don't know how to play finals. We're not close to play finals.
Brother, look,
Our team is shit.
Twitter is not
Complete shit.
Twitter is not a real.
Well, I know. You see if I did one
Twitter
thing,
not real.
well, I know Loans. You see if I did the last game of the season and our team need 2 points, then I would slightly understand. But Tigers is complete garbage. And now them decide to come about oh they want to win. When the season will start, we're making them never win. Man, on the move for someone.
yeah. So that's our fall on the next one of next week's topic. So we are talking about refereeing, not just internationally, but also referees in Jamaica and how much more referees we need in Jamaica. But with the topic of Jamaica, we are talking. Let's look at the development of rugby in Jamaica. So everybody here, otherwise I'm back, started out by playing rugby union.
What? Just can't bother.
No, sir. Daddy, hold on, Virgo. Why?
Yo.
No, brother. That's the ultimate shit, brother.
Brother, from me, the man started the statement and the man said development. I just in my mind, I said this fast ago that was a yo, me never play rugby till me reach college.
And the ultimate shade. Not a nice statement. It started off with union too, but I still shade. I shade that Virgo. No,
hey, look here. Look here. I cannot make a female. Look here. I can't make a female national team, so it's okay.
Oh man, and a shade, even though it's so now, but I say yo, that wouldn't let it in at the beginning or to understand where rugby union have come from, why rugby league was started, as to where rugby in Jamaica has reached. Now, if we are look on say rugby are playing in Jamaica for approximately over 50 years now. I mean I talk rugby union. Rugby league are playing in Jamaica for approximately rugby league started in Jamaica in 2000, late 2004, 2005, yeah? So it played in Jamaica for approximately what? Almost 20 years? Or tell me if I'm wrong in about man.
Or something so.
Yeah. Yo, I say, if you're wrong, you just know so such man I'll come in and say, yo, I will give you a wrong fox.
Oh man. In the next week or
the man
in the weeks to follow, we get Roy to come on, or Coach Roy, one of the national coaches, the coach of the Wayne Park Red Sharks, yes. And somebody who's been around since rugby league has started in Jamaica. One of the man them will help start rugby league in Jamaica, and then we do the rundown of rugby league and how it started, why it started, the goals them set in at the beginning, and where they expect it to go now, and how it look for them now. But right now we are looking for and say, Rugby union has been playing in Jamaica for over 50 years. Cool. Back then, when time Loans idea me because Loans are old man now. So when Loans idea
What? Wait, how that go? What you say? How that go?
the old man,
Loans what?
Loans are old, yeah, Loans in over 30.
Brother, I'm in at 38. I'm 30 in December. When I reach 38.
Yeah, man, Loans are still old man. So as me I say, when Loans idea me is in rugby I play from them time, man. When Loans start Calabar and get to see a certain level of man I play rugby union. You see me?
Technically, I started playing rugby in my last year high school. So never play like I was a track athlete at the time. I was trying shot with and discuss before we transition to rugby.
Yeah, man, we didn't know. Oi, I always say this, It's rugby players, it's a bunch of misfits who come from a bunch of different background. On a certain man did start with different helical.
Why?
Because brother, me tell you which part, brother, rugby did not even for my man in high school.
Me, I play rugby union. I used to play rugby. Used to play rugby union. I'm a rugby league player, but I've been playing rugby since grade 3. Me from primary school. I was introduced to cousin. And them time they tag where I play, isn't it?
No, sir. My first love was basketball. But continue.
Brother, our cricket man started from them a little picnic.
So we get to meet first Mr. Thompson, Jacob Thompson, a past chairman of the rugby union. Well, as far as you know, them say one of the best chairman for the rugby union, and him bring development of rugby union to where it was. Can't say where it is now, but to where it was before his untimely death. We meet persons like Herman Cole, Sheldon, and Sheldon we call him Shadow. Sheldon Campbell, to be precise. Sheldon Campbell, aka Shadow. You see me? We get their own persons, a lot of persons who were in charge of rugby. I was there under the Jacob Thompson era. I was there under the Ann Shirley era. I was there under the Sheldon Jackson era. And I left rugby union after that because, boy, it went to shite. I was there I was there also when what name again? Jerry Benswick took over as well. I was a part of the board during that time. Well, not a full member of the board, but I was in cohesion with the board at that time. So to see that development of rugby union came from, you had it in primary schools, you had rugby union playing in high schools, you had it playing at a club level where you had so many clubs. Where are the clubs now? You probably only have a Titans. There's you're not on a club of play right now. So many good players that stem from rugby union. Yeah. Why I can never remember Dunga real name? But
hold on, right. As you mentioned that to Bomba, I not remember in real name. I know it, brother. Gotcha.
Brother, we just call the man Dunga, brother. Everybody know him by Dunga.
But you had such
Everton Richards.
Yes. You have such wonderful players that them not really amount to that much. You had Greens, and for person who know Khalid Green, we're not talking Khalid Green, we're talking father.
The legend.
One of the best rugby players ever come out of Jamaica. You had Andrew Fang, O'Neill, Berger, Dunga himself. You have Shadow. Chino,
Ryan Sub-Zero Spence.
Sub-Zero, yeah. Tironi Rowe, Duppy, somebody remind me, Tristan, what name?
You remember my last name, theoretically?
You see me? You had so many good players who played rugby union at such a high level in Jamaica, but where are they now? You see me? Where is the schoolboy competition now? Where is 15s rugby? Jamaica solely focus on 7s rugby, but where is 15s rugby? So, only more look for it when league started, them start fight out league and I tell everybody say league are the wrong rugby and you know the politics it start between union and league, you see me? Because league was started with Romy, Roy, and some other person, and them did have a vision, them did have a goal, and so far the vision and goal them are executed. They wanted Jamaica to play in a rugby league World Cup, and in approximately 90 days time or 95 days time, I don't think of so much days. We'll probably have 80 days or 70 days left until the World Cup.
Yep.
In England, where Jamaica will be playing, where you will be seeing local based players. I'm not talk we're not talk here because we'll be realistic here. Majority of Jamaica rugby league players are in England. Cool? Yes. Why? Majority of the players that are playing and representing Jamaica in rugby league are professional rugby league players. However, going to the World Cup, we have to have players that have played in a domestic league in Jamaica. And coach, if you watch this, I may get some of the information wrong. When they come on, they can clarify to it. Just put it out there. But when you look at it, going to the Rugby League World Cup.
Put in your 2 cents.
We know
put in the 2 cents.
Yeah, we know for a fact that the minimum of 4 or 6 players that are homegrown players will be in that 22 or 24 man squad. You see me? And these English players that choose to represent are these that are born in England that choose to represent Jamaica.
I don't know.
They have represented Jamaica first time Jamaica announced them to rugby. Then at the 15th from the start, and we are talking about professional rugby league players that are being paid a huge amount of money to play the game at its highest pay, at the highest level, and them could get called up to England or Scotland.
Yes, I was just about to make that little mention. A lot of them, they didn't have to choose Jamaica. A lot of them, especially Joel Farrell, he was going to be paid to play for Scotland. He decided to know him and represent the place where his father come from, him and his little brother. So people need to take that in the context. And I know this is sound away, but most of the rugby union sevens man them not play fully because they want to. Yeah, they go set up on Instagram or Facebook to make it seem good, but most of them because they're not good. They're not good enough to make the international teams for England, and it shows. Just to be honest. I mean, me can't make it obviously because I can't make a female team, but you know.
Lord Jesus,
What? What is wrong?
Yo, you know, long me hear the comment there. From the start, controversial topics, because the first controversial topic was the whole rugby union thing, And from when I mention that, it not stop mentioning it.
Look here.
I wanted the person for the board mention it to the man them.
Look here.
Call the man later night and tell him.
Man call me not dead at night. But about me not no sense about how him educate me about how me can make a female national. He go call up Rajiv, name when Rajiv not involved in it. Call up Dario name.
So which part that person they know?
Overseas.
Where that person they know?
Overseas, I can't talk about developing rugby when not now develop, brother.
What
I mean, if you look on him.
What develop, my lord?
Brother, me make a bet with the man on the podcast and I say, yo, if Jamaica win a match, after that comment was made, but I eat my words. Which match them win? I not even count the match where they win because I not even look upon it. That was a complete farce.
Yeah, so no look upon it. We are compare. Let's compare. Jamaica has Jamaica Rugby Union has the sevens team currently in Birmingham. They're going to be playing this weekend, and they have the Sevens World Cup in September in South Africa. Who Jamaica Rugby League has the Rugby League World Cup coming up in October. All right, so Jamaica does not have a 15th team. Yet, approximately a month ago,
Couple weeks ago at this.
No, man, I'm not touch on under 19 team yet. Approximately a month ago, start first 2 weeks in June. A team from the US, a collegiate team from the US, flew down to Jamaica to play a couple of 15th games versus a under 23 development squad for Jamaica.
Mm-hmm.
Never exists until just now.
Yep.
And to play against club team or play against a club team in Jamaica, which at the current moment Jamaica does not have a club league. Does not have a club competition for 15s in one. Cool. So they had to recruit players who are league players to teach them union.
Arcaba, the one where they need dash in the first place.
Not even go to them suck up there, because boy them.
But I true because if you look on all our squad, it's a bunch of man who play in a them under 19 rank zine, and after that, completely forgotten about, and then boom, them start play a 15s match. I'ma say it.
And then it took Jamaica won one of the games. So the collegiate team beat the national team first, 10-5 or 10-7.
Yeah, the next match I think they draw or something like that.
No man, the next match them obliterate. I believe Mobile.
No, JDF then they play, man.
Yeah man, you know they beat JDF. And the last match Jamaica won. However, persons do not know that the same team that played in the first match, most of them played for the JDF club and played them in the second match. They come play them again in the third match. You get me? And then you have to look for me and tell me, say, you not develop rugby union in Jamaica to make it, you know, pop and make it more popular and make more kids get into it. Now, week before last, we hosted the Run Under 19 tournament. 15 aside. 4. We have, I want to understand this, people who are listening. We had a group of boys training locally, because during POR, when we were training and we had matches at UWI, we saw these young boys, the group of young boys, Training. You get me? Week in, week out, these boys are finding money for finding them way to either JDF or find them way to UE for training. And the week of the bloody tournament, they are going to fly in approximately 15 to 6 to 17 man from England.
And even the flying part make me come to Brixton. It's a fact, say, yo, the man, all right, let's X out the man them who are the past 19 who were training, right? You mean if you tell me, say, two are you them, because two of them play for my team. I mean, if you tell me, say, you have this man, about him take up management position, management, man, look here, man.
No, and that upset me either. But you know, say Beanie and Speedy could play, right?
Okay, me and you know, so that would have never happen. We know this verb.
No, me I said Beanie who right now them a post time up and I say young 19-year-old talent, rugby union talent. Them know said Beanie could have played in that tournament, right? Yeah, Beanie was in England playing nines at the time. Cool. But them know that Speedy could have played in that tournament, right? Because Beanie and Speedy are just turned 19. Yeah, more if them are realize, say, yo, these are them start worship Beanie, or can't say worship live. Them start recognize the talent that Raldini Fraser, I say name pronounced that.
Yep, Ronaldini Fraser. Ronaldini aka Beanie Fraser.
You see me? them start recognize Beanie's talent.
Despite him killing out himself for UNM for the past 5 years. When from high school, this man I play union for Norman, man, you know.
No, man, not them start recognize Beanie talent. When them start recognize Beanie talent, when Beanie went to a nines with the rugby league team and was named the best performer, them start posting. All right, rugby union is being developed in Jamaica. Well, them say them are developing. Sevens is we're not focused on sevens. All right, cool. Now I try use sevens as the chairman of rugby union said on the interview on Sportsmax that he's using sevens rugby to build a 15s program in Jamaica. We never know that it's possible, but okay, cool. So you're using sevens, all right, cool. But when you look on the seventh circuit, the youngest man who they Birmingham right now that is representing Jamaica, that is supposed to represent Jamaica, is Beanie. And Beanie was not named in that 14-man squad.
There you go.
On a list out for on Instagram side. All right, cool. Fuck that. Let's not look at that. Let's look at history. All right, cool. Wanna go Hong Kong? Mikel went. Wow, that's wonderful. Mikel was 17, 18 them time there.
Yep.
Mikel
went to the World a World Cup for rugby sevens at that.
Miguel went to the World Cup. You had Miguel, you had Mikel. I think they had Al Pacino as well.
Yeah, Al Pacino was the first one for breakthrough.
No, man, Mikel broke through before everybody else.
No, remember 2017, I saw Eddie and Al put the day in our team, and then Mikel after.
No, man, Mikel, I tell you, Mikel broke through before everybody but man. Mikel, when you saw Alpo at Hong Kong, Mikel and Django was at the Commonwealth in Australia.
Oh yeah, that too.
You see me? So Miguel, Al Pacino Mignot, Adrian Brown, and you had Dylan Davis. 5 man that, 5 youngsters. Where are they now?
Gone to the west side.
Alright, cool, the man them can, yeah, the man them have disagreements. Them young, them easily influenced. Them might have gripes and say this and say that too, and all of these things. Why push them out of the program? Why not pick them and find somebody to help guide them and show them the right way? All right, cool. Before Mikel and when you just start qualify again, when you start bringing the UK based players and when you start to qualify, qualify. Akeem Murray. I don't understand.
Wow, is about more?
Yeah, man, Murray was still in 19, brother, and he lived in Trinidad. And then got Trinidad to play the 7th tournament, and Murray was there.
Okay.
And this was before the poster boy arrived and was playing back sevens. You see me? So if you not develop rugby union in Jamaica, or now use sevens to develop rugby union in Jamaica, right? Where is the development? That every year Unago send a list to the government say, oh, these are Jamaican players that are training, we need these and these and these stuff, we need these grants, we need the monetary assistance for these players to ensure so they're doing well and they're doing fine. And then you go up on the circuit, you only have 2 players on the list.
You forget to you have to have a third one for photography purposes.
It's marketing.
Well, I mean,
marketing
that's exactly what they do with Adrian Brown when they call him up too. So.
Use him as a nice poster picture.
I mean, I wouldn't complain and make a call if you take picture too. Just travel with them and take picture. What you mean? See him so?
No, brother, that's bad man. And then, yo, you see the point what upset me is if the men were replacing the local based players were professional rugby players that are being paid. If them are you said they were all professional rugby players, bad man. It wouldn't burn me so in a dog, but the man them are professional. These men are amateurs as well in a dog.
Bro, they're not better than nobody what we have locally. That type power sting the most. All of them they're on the same level. No, not remember, what me just say all about. Speak, stop yourself.
What you mean?
Them can't compare to none of our players. That's the worst part about it. They might look good on TV when they get they look dummy and a play against the Caribbean countries. Them when them go overseas go play like all the Hong Kong and them side, you realize them for what them be. And people have a thought about, oh, it's just because blah blah blah. Whose fault is that?
So
whose fault is that?
I want to ask a question, right? I want an honest opinion. So if they're saying that when them play the big team are who playing in the Caribbean and said like when they try to qualify for the Olympics, USA and Canada came and played in that tournament, right?
Mm.
Them couldn't beat Canada, them couldn't beat USA.
Mm.
And these were English-based players, cool. And USA and Canada came to Jamaica to play the rugby league team. And the rugby league team used a full team of local-based players to beat USA and Canada, who play more who have international players and professionally played players, and we use a local-based team, beat USA and Canada.
Pound home side at that.
On top of that, we had around what 7 or 8 debutants. Akeem Murray.
Hold on. For the USA match, Murray, Sean,
Sean.
Thomas.
Well, for 15s, for 13s, it was Sean's first match.
Yeah, so, first national match. I mean, as in 13s.
Yeah, so Adrian Thomas, Kevin Thomas, Sean Henry, Kyle Nemard, Akeem Murray,
Roland Gray.
Who?
Roland Gray, Samurai.
Oh yeah. No man, Samurai played. Yeah, no.
No,
yeah,
I never Samurai played the kind of much at the Dragon.
Yeah,
Samurai. It's because you let them see him.
Samurai. Who else? Michael Pearson.
Yes, Pearson. I think I'm more injured debut for the league, no so in terms of the national team, right?
Oh man, he played for the national team in the league.
Mm.
In Canada. Yeah, in Canada.
Okay.
That are 7 players in there. And out of them 7 players there, the 2 oldest person are Samurai and Jano. Rooster probably 22. Murray was at the time. Rooster was 90. Rooster was either 19, 20.
In just when I passed 19, so about 20 in turn.
Rooster 20. Murray at 22. Pearson at 22. Kyle at 22. Kyle at 20. Kyle at 25 now. No. Kyle was 20. 19, 20.
No?
Yes.
You can't see the same age, big man.
So that means Kyle was either 19, 20. As a 23, you're not 23, Doc.
No, at 25 now.
You're this brother about in 25. No. This brother.
Oh, sir.
Lawrence, look here. We're not doing this, sir.
Brother.
What are you trying to say? Me agent? That's what you're trying to say? Fussy?
You know, say I don't sell on to you. I don't sell on to you, know? I don't.
Good night, gents. Good night.
Long time for joining. Long time you've joined.
How this? How this over there?
Look here. We don't want to try to load up friend, you know.
And then,
put in some training, you know.
And if you look on it like that, okay, look on it and inaugural 9th tournament for the western part of the world, where Jamaica went. They still had Micaiah Anderson, they still had Lawrence Drummond, Sean Henry, they still did have Daniel, they still did have like Khalid Green. You see me? You have some other players who went there as young youths to play in the tournament. And these are the same young youths them still have tried filter into the senior national program. Yes, rugby league, it is going to cost a lot of money to send. 10 or 20 youths.
Yeah, but that are the big difference, Virgo. League understand say yo them can't just recklessly spend money as in a bag of local man just to go do one tournament, you see me? So cost effective measures of half of the team, but are they then at the country in the first place? I just bring over about what 5 to 6 local players who comes and integrate them further. What is the point of recklessly spend all of your money when you don't even have it to spend? And that's the big difference between league and union. Union are gonna hype up themselves. I celebrate a tournament, which what they should have win. We're arguing with everybody. I wonder say, oh, who are these bag of white men playing on this team? And they want a real black yard man on the team. At the a Percy from York Castle, and Amir who play for Bulls. That is that, and then my only two man will start for the runs under 19 team the other day. You see me? Go even further, the female team. When they even did that train in the first place, they just randomly pick them up. 1 week at camp, they train for a runs tournament, but they should have never lose.
When the local girls out there playing out them ass, so they their exit.
Every Saturday, them a kill out themselves. Every day, them they are train, them a share pick at about yo, them a tag union in them post and everything. Blurt now. And then the few that did get picked, they're lucky if they didn't even get a game. See them start Teresa. I mean, I say Teresa go back on the pitch for the rest of the tournament.
So, when you look on, well, this is just the overview, right? Because when you really get down into the meat of the matter, you rather get down into the meat of the matter with when Roy there, because Roy can give you history, because Roy one of the old man them from when Union was a Caymanas days Union, you know?
Mm-hmm.
The old man.
If we can even get father rooms, I mean, that would have good still.
No, man, too much talking that bad man. Yeah.
Jesus, peace, man. Brother.
You never have to do it to the Virgo. You could have just left it alone.
Why? Why, Virgo? Why? Why?
This is what me have to say. This is what me have to say.
Jesus, peace. See, you know?
I don't have a problem with them using UK players for you.
Me have a problem.
This is what me have a problem. Right? Fine. Using the UK players. But if you are playing a tournament in your backyard, home side, brother, you try your best to use as much local players as I can. There's no way you can have a 15 tournament, right? That is 15 on the field and I think our 9 other players in the squad, right? And you have most of the players in my UK based players. That don't make sense. And you play a yard. You want the stands full up, so why you go play? Why you got so much UK based players for your team? Makes no sense. Because you have a whole lot of U19 players out here, a whole heap. If the man they in a training and you decide, all right, the man in a training, the man they good enough for the team and the man they made the team. And then go home and say, yo, mommy, daddy, uncle, auntie, whatever, you know, to make a national team, we are playing them days, yeah. Come on, come watch. Mother and father go tell to them friend, yo, come watch. Hands are full. Brother, when me and watch thing, I was so ashamed to look in our stands and only thing I see are nothing but emptiness. Nothing but emptiness. Only time I see people in stands are the females that play. That only time. You get me? If you're gonna play UK based players, brother, at least give the local man them a chance, a fair chance at that representing the country. You get me? You're the man of my favorite chance representing country, but there's no way you can play a game in your backyard and you with most overseas players. Look on when League play a USA
Yeah,
is the
man.
World Cup qualifiers.
Yeah, we cover that the one there basically,
Eh?
right? We cover that the one there.
And look how much local players they use. Everybody want to get local players and still end up and win. But I guess two
I never
different
World
what
Cup.
they say, seven brothers, seven different minds.
I never World Cup
Mm.
qualifier judge. It was. I don't remember if America's Cup would have played.
No,
Whatever whatever the
it was
case may
just a
be,
friendly. It was a friendly way I play, but at first we are play home side versus USA. Oh dear.
Yeah.
whatever the case may be, brother. Everybody on the field was a
But even the
local player.
Americas qualifier them, you
You get
always
me?
see the same set of man them for your local team. You see Marvin, Beast, back in them time. You see me? The whole point of the crux of the issue is my own. There's no way you can have a local tournament. All right, first of all, if Rugby League Jamaica have a look upon we and tell us, yo, we host a tournament and we're going to use UK players. First of all, we have a question to say, yo, is an alien take over or Romeo Minecraft. This can't read. It can't read at all.
As I said that,
You see me?
as I said, seven
Reggie,
brother,
me can say you don't have
seven
a problem now,
different
but me
minds.
have a big problem.
Sir. Problem.
No, I'm not saying I don't have a problem, I have a problem with them using so much UK based players in
No,
a tournament where in your backyard
Rajiv,
that never problem with.
where you said
Brother, we don't know, say, no matter what we do or what we talk about, union never change. They're going to continue use UK based players and forget about the local based players. And this is why league excel locally than union. This is why because league are focused on the grassroots and the local players them in the year. They must try to develop the local players so they can put them in the national squad. So they can say, all right, we have local players where we are playing to this level. We can make them come in a training and carry them go World Cup and then they say, you not doing that. You not invest all of them money and then focus in a UK based players. So I don't understand why we continue to talk about this. It now go change.
no,
It go
no.
stay the same. It go
Rajiv,
stay the same.
and that we are talking about. We are talking about. We are looking on the development of rugby overall. And you see, if I did just if I just waited just to come back on this and say we are talking about it,
Would that never happen?
that never happened. But a person who watch who podcast and say, oh, we just have scratched the surface and stuff. Hence why you never there. So may I say it again. We want in the coming weeks, either next week or the week after, we get to talk to Roy and him can give insight on Union because him did their own from them time when Union wanna play. And Mr. Thompson and bring it up to and give the background on the beginning of the league in Jamaica, coming to the explaining the visions they had for league in Jamaica and if them achieve most of them goals that them set out and what are some of the future plans or how them expect expand rugby league more in Jamaica, isn't it? And then we're gonna try to find somebody from the union to come talk to it, but we don't know that now happen, but I just saw it technically.
That will never happen. That will never happen. Them mom
Blacklist.
tell her that. The man them rather sit down and chat and behave like some 2-year old and come and explain or shed light on certain things.
No, they should like
Remember
fun.
that.
Most if they even do agree to the interview, they might tell a bag of lie to it anyway. So
It's just that we just want to touch, we just want to start because the topic here when it comes down to development of rugby in Jamaica, from the history of rugby to the development of rugby in Jamaica, it a span probably a 2 or 3 week because we have to look on it before we go into refereeing in Jamaica and we have Doc not that. We have Rajiv and Dario, who are referees in Jamaica, where we need to understand, say, how we
Bear
need
in
more.
mind, bear in mind, I used to referee both codes,
Yes, so
Remember
that's a,
that,
you
And then
and Dario, he
and then
referees codes.
yeah, but then I was removed from I wasn't removed from the referee group. A new group was made and I wasn't added. You get me? So so
Oh,
so
Jesus.
you know that thing they go already.
So,
Yeah,
so
Yeah
me
man.
just there say me just there talk about it, Rajiv. The first ever controversial topic. Now go back this.
Oh,
Yeah man.
so I just realize something. So I need to go back to Anchor and find that and post that on YouTube. Because I really need to post that, because I think people really understand where I come from with this, brother.
It is what it is, brother. It is what it is.
for
No,
me,
nah,
for me, says that
nah, can ever spill milk.
we
Yeah
still
man.
need to look on it and yeah, it no matter if a one or two person watch this, but at the end of the day, we want to make sure that they're out there so people understand where rugby come from before it became rugby league and rugby union, but where rugby come from in Jamaica and where it aga inevitably end up.
Honestly, me not feel me have the energy to talk about that because it just come like I
No
waste
man,
my
a
breath.
referee me
No,
attack. A,
honestly,
ref, a referee me
honestly,
attack because
honestly,
me I
yeah
say
man, not even that me not feel to talk about neither.
no man, me
Just
attack.
waste my waiting breath, brother.
Me attack about league aspects, sir. What you talk about?
Oh, okay. No, you talking.
Yo, you come and say we are stressed out, Rajiv. I would even reach a point there to learn.
Rajiv
No,
have PTSD again.
no, it's I'm
Rajiv
not
I go
even
through
stressed out,
PTSD.
I'm not even stressed out, I've just reached a point where I just really don't care anymore. You see me? Really
Yeah,
not care no more, brother. I just reached a point, brother. The only thing I care about is helping the youth and me come up to better them career in the rugby and them education, brother.
boy, the funny,
And anything other from that farm, yeah, it just not click. I not care. I
talk,
just let some read.
you talk about education. When you talk about education in a bad man, that's one of the main things we give to youths. You see me?
Mm-hmm.
That's one of the main opportunity we kick open the door for enough youths in the dog.
Of course, whole heap of scholarship league you.
And that,
Whole heap of scholarship.
them things that we need to look for in bad man. Because guess what? Everybody, the younger youth, you see things like them here, the youths enough to watch out the full thing, but if we can get short snippets of Raya explain some things, Romy, be Father God, if we get Romy on this, we just make up our mind it's going to be a boy. But Father, no man, and a disrespecting everybody knows that Romy talk enough, dog. Romy knows him talk enough, but even though him talk enough, when him say makes sense sometimes, most time. But no,
Yo, the fact of the matter is, brother, the fact of the matter is, where development is concerned with rugby, brother, the only development we say I go on from league.
which is
And
true.
is not that I have anything bad or anything against you. It's just what I'm seeing, right? League league restarts com- competition with pure males, senior males, and pure women, right? And then continue with NCC. Them still have the females them a play in a competition, blues versus red. The U19 a play in a competition, um, same way. You get me? and then them a look for start senior club, brother. There's development there, and I can see the step-by-step development that need a push out. School, U19, high school, I will start back soon from league. You get me? Look on this now. So we can list out all of them something we league do. That is development because we are research. Everyone of develop the thing. Now, with the union said them gonna start competition in October. When in October it gonna start. Nobody knows how long the competition is gonna run for. Nobody knows. They want to play sevens? Yes. When? Maybe in a December. Them little things, brother. Them little something they like. Them little something not give nobody no vibes to play union. You see me? How much team in the competition? Them no know. How much team to play sevens? We don't know. You see me? Them look at something not give nobody no vibes. Whether there's no development there, there's no straight
The
answer and
structure
no
is
straight
all over the place,
communication.
blood.
Yeah, there's no straight communication. They say, yo, I rather have this, and then them have Instagram page, and there's nothing locally about the Instagram page no matter about. There's no local competition. No little flyer is alright. The season has start this. We have X amount of team. Come we can see if the champions are whatever. Nothing there. There's nothing there. When high school I start back, the union, nobody know. Want to tiny touch so them have. That I come back, we don't know. Want to beach rugby, that I come back, we don't know, brother. There's nothing under there. There's no development there. So that's why league are always they ahead a union no matter where them do. Because league is more organized. League league communicate with the local players and more. You get me? Because at the end of the day, league no say yo, if the local players are not playing, there's no league for you and to understand that. But again, now we're some back on this. We can talk about it for now.
Boy, when a podcast I done, boy, me go. Well, that how you have to. I have a joke.
We all know so one man I get phone call later night, you know, so.
The man can't call my phone.
Somebody,
We all know so when this drop, we all know how me I get the phone call them. You know, so me go answer it because I love the meme them, you know. Love the foolishness, you know. You don't know what it's are.
Man can't call my phone. But
somebody finish off the podcast, bad man, called brother.
hold on,
I
What to
no.
do?
But
We talk about NRL it?
No man, we're not going at that. Screw NRL,
but since we're on this topic, how about the sevens that's coming up?
brother. You may say.
Look here,
Listen,
man.
hold on,
After 10 now.
Relax, hold on. You see the minute I saw the group, I come and say, well, God go with them. I'm not go with them, you know.
yeah,
So there's not a chance of making that at the group stage.
no. Jamaica has a chance to compete.
Well. The last
Compete
time,
sound too nice.
hold on, no.
Have a
That is
chance.
way better. That is way better than last time. Because the last time somebody said to me, all them man they go do a participate. They don't compete or participate. They can participate. So competing is better than participating. So I'll give it to
But
them.
that's a try.
Well,
But that's try.
if
That's a survive.
if them win,
I try.
them win. If them lose, them lose. But honestly, we will see when the competition comes.
You see me? Them are intellect. They have the opportunity to compete at a very high level. Yes, all of them who are play amateurs. I just saw it said. I'm not talk. Me thought they're amateur players. None of
Can't
them are.
tell the man them that one of my best things is sliced bread.
None of them are professional. None of them are.
Look here, sir. Thanos snapped his fingers about 2 to 3 years ago. I'm pretty sure I came out at that time loop, okay?
It's better than my Avengers analogy. How this man?
Am I wrong though? Want to tell me if I'm wrong, you know, and then me shut up, you know.
Brother, it's
All
better
right.
than Thanos
I'm
analogy
gonna
by
run.
this time.
Them same man I got talk, them I got talk about, oh, yo, such man not ready for this. And such man proving that all and video them so far for Vikings and better than all of them combined. But I digress.
Remember, we can't make a female team, sir. So
Okay, did you not
let's
see
leave
the
it alone.
photo? I'm going to show the fans the photos.
So let's leave it alone. We can't make a female team.
I want to know how two man can be captain for them club team and two key player can make a female national team. Then again, I suppose we wouldn't be losing to USA like that. But oh well, I digress.
All right.
So somebody,
I'm gonna call it a night with a comment there.
somebody close off the show phone, please. So.
Brother, you start the show.
Ladies and
the show
gentlemen,
finish
I
up, man.
believe. Wait, stop nice. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe we have come to the end of another fantastic episode of Ruggers Corner. No Dario here tonight, so Loans will have to keep his mouth shut until further notice.
We are coming in for. We are coming in for.
Because I can, sir. I'm the moderator here. Be quiet. Anyways.
Dead.
Anyways. We look forward to another episode next week because we're pretty sure that the NRL controversy will never end, especially with this weekend coming. Oh Lord. And we look forward to the NCC matches. Hopefully we can get some video footage, you know. Hopefully that all the clubs aren't useless. Yes, Dragons, I'm looking at you. But that is it from us here. Any further comments to be made, gentlemen? Anything?
As usual, always remember to tip your local over, man. Can't forget that.
Sir.
Comment, share,
I
subscribe.
detach myself from any affiliation with this man after that comment.
Keep your local Obeah, sir, in a year.
Sir, you parchment paper bun up from last week here. With that, ladies and gentlemen, we end this podcast. We'll look out for us next week, Tuesday or Wednesday, when we will be uploading. I'm pretty sure that we'll have another controversial take again, but stay safe and take care.